Martin Truex Jr. has joined us, and he's the second fastest qualifier for Sunday's 67th annual Goody's Headache Relief Shot 500, the first race in the eliminator round of the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship. And Martin, you continue to, almost defy odds with the performance of this race team. Solid again in practice, qualifying. You're starting on the front row. Just take us through the day, practice, how the car improved, and then your thoughts about Sunday's race.
Yeah, practice was good today. We we had a plan coming in, and honestly didn't really know going into qualifying that we'd have really that good a speed. We were I was thinking top 10, and every round we just kept making adjustments and making the thing better. So hats off to the crew, and they did a great job today, and definitely a good start to the weekend for us. So looking forward to the rest of the weekend, and tomorrow's where it really matters. Get into those long runs when get some rubber in the racetrack and see if we can dial it in. Last time here we were decent, but we weren't good enough to win, and we'd like to change that.
Questions for Martin? If you have one, raise your hand. We'll start back here with Harrison, and then we'll go to the next person.
Martin, throughout your career, Martinsville hadn't been your best track, but this year we've seen you kind of turning it around. What's been the difference this year?
Honestly, really the last couple of years, I feel like I've kind of started to get my arms around this place a little bit. It's it's a really tricky track, and it's the hard part about it is you never face the conditions on the racetrack that you're going to see on Sunday throughout the weekend. So it's really you kind of have to always try to look ahead and really kind of take an educated guess on what the racetrack's going to do. And I always for a long time throughout my career really struggled with that. Just would always get my car dialed in really good on Saturday, and then on Sunday it wouldn't be any good. And so it's hard to learn that without that experience. And I never really had any teammates that were really, really good here to lean on up until I guess it was like 2012. Boyer figured the place out at when we were at MWR together, and we kind of leaned on that a little bit, and I learned the following race what not to do, and since then I feel like I've gotten a lot better at this place. But at the end of the day, it's all about the team you're with, and my guys have just done a great job of helping me figure it out and have a race car that's close to where I need it on Sunday.
Let's go all the way to the back. We've got a pair of questions back there. Go ahead.
Zacatan's already front stretch. What would you say is the most difficult part of racing this track?
Just the track conditions changing for the race, and again, if we see conditions tomorrow by the end of the day like we'll see in the race, I'll be surprised. So it's just one of those deals where you never know what you're going to have on Sunday, and you really got to guess and make your car adjustable and hope that you can hit it right.
Go ahead. Next door.
Mike Neff from FrontStretch.com. Martin, I'll be back here in the back. You mentioned the track's not really taking a lot of rubber. If it doesn't throughout tomorrow, do you feel like you're going to have to adjust your plan for Sunday to plan on the rear tires wearing out a lot throughout the entire race?
Yeah, I think so. It's in the spring we didn't get a lot of rubber in the racetrack during the race, so it's conditions are similar. It's pretty cool temperature wise. I think we're in for a little bit of rain maybe on Sunday, it looks like, and certainly all those things are going to come into play.
Any additional questions? Right here, Jared. Right here, sir.
Yeah, Jared Turner, FoxSports.com. This is a little off topic, so forgive me. The schedule for next year came out this week, as you're aware.
Yeah.
Just wanted to quickly pick your brain. Is there anything about it that you really liked? Anything that in a perfect world you would tweak or change?
I didn't look at it that closely yet. We're still in this year, so I'm not the kind of guy that plans ahead. I get in trouble for that a lot. Sherry's always yelling at me. What are we doing this weekend? How are we getting to the racetrack? I don't know. It's only Monday. Yeah. We don't leave till Thursday, yeah. So I'm a guy. I don't plan ahead, and I hadn't even looked at next year's schedule. We've got to get through this year first, don't we?
Just to follow up about this weekend, though. This race, obviously everybody talks about Talladega being the bullet everybody tries to dodge. Like, where does this race stack up in terms of being a race that could really, cause you some trouble?
Well, it's definitely one of them. I think that, no track ranks up there with Talladega as far as just that opportunity of a disaster. But this one's up there. I think around New Hampshire. New Hampshire is kind of one of those tracks where guys get nervous because restarts are important, and it's hard to get going on restarts. And guys on the inside have a tendency to get loose and take people out. It's similar here. Restarts are really tough. You really hope and pray and try to plan on those pit stops leaving pit road to try to get the bottom lane on those restarts because it's so critical. So that's certainly a part of it, track position. And then, pit road penalty or something like that here late in the race is this is one of those places where it's really, really difficult to make it up. So you got to be mistake free at here, and there's always that potential really anywhere we go. But short tracks, it's definitely hard to make those spots up.
Any other questions for Martin? Well, Martin, we appreciate it very,
Thank
very
you.
much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.